All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game 2 of our winners bracket final. BONKZ versus RESIN. In green to the north is BONKZ, bringing with them Gdansk, that's battleship Nagato, heading towards the middle of the map. Backed up by the Killstar's Daring, your typical builds there. Dyer's Gearing is heading towards the sea cap with engine boost going. He wants to get there fast. Behind him is D Squarius's Des Moines. What are we oohing about?
I'm just looking at the amount of ships headed over there. They're going to meet there when Dyer gets there. But go ahead. Early info radar already going up from the Gdansk.
Very smart. We got Murica in the Vermont sniper scope. Kermit is now in a Montana with sniper spec. Admiral Tester, unique upgrade. Addy, unique upgrade. Des Moines. Todd Howard's in the Gearing. Cots build heading towards A. What do we got for the South, Raptor?
RESIN up a game here in this best of 5 winners bracket final, sending 5 ships for the moment over here to the what is this? The eastern half of the map. Starting off with Big Boy's Gearing here, south side of C, vomiting his torpedoes out, backed up by Elgar's Des Moines. Yep, definitely got some legendary upgrade there. The inside track over here along the islands along the 6-7 line, $1.99 for Guax Petro, catching a glimpse of Dyer there. Shells downrange, seeing if they can get a little chip damage in on the Gearing early. Just in front of him, Mad Dog's Daring, lurking in smoke here with gun reload and RPF. Behind all that, Wolfman's Vermont. Same build that we saw out of him last game. 4 ships headed over to the western flank, led by Frice's Harugamo. That's the traditional 420 Blazeit build that Zath likes to talk about. Right behind him, Triarch's Des Moines, legendary and top-grade gunner. Just a little closer towards mid is Eagle Lance's Stalingrad, booking for range and top-grade gunner. And then right next to him, Peyton's Vermont, again looking like a very similar build as to what we just saw over on Wolfman. Brief reminder, bans for this match. Both teams banning Marseille. Nobody wants to see Marseille, Zath.
That's right. Nuke it to the ground.
A lot of early radar, a lot of early jockeying for position, a little bit of early chip damage, no early caps.
Right. Now, Eagle Lance in the Stalingrad forced to go bow in, being detected, knowing incoming shells are on their way. Killstar, though, detected in the Daring, has to back off of B. Lots of incoming fire for him.
Yep. He and Mad Dog traded some shells. Killstar coming up perhaps a little worse, but not catastrophically so. Frice's Harugamo now caught moving up the 1-2 line over here with Triarch's Des Moines right behind. Oh, Triarch.
Triarch slapped by AP.
Yep, big Moskva salvo going in on Triarch as the Montana salvo comes up empty.
Yep. I was about to comment on how the tester was focusing on the Des Moines instead of Frice's Haru and then the AP.
When the AP came out of the barrel, you learned why.
Yeah. Still, I think it would have been better going for Frice, but yeah, whatever.
Well, Triarch now basically pushing through the smoke, trying to get all the way to the island, hoping and praying the Montana won't be able to drop shells on him that he'll get pens, but having to go bow in to fight the Moskva effectively, still losing half of his HP for the maneuver.
Yep, and if you look at it, Kermit is continuing to go to the side and back so that he can get his shells to arc over this island. We're going to follow this salvo in. This could end.
Nope.
Nope.
Can't quite.
Island just says nope.
Can't quite get him over. Going to have to get farther back off the cap if he wants to lob shells over that headland.
And that's exactly what Kermit is doing right now. No, he does not have the spotting plane booster. So he's only got 45 seconds. He's got time for a couple more salvos. But he's turning, and he's going to flip his bow guns as a result.
Tester had reversed back just far enough that Wolfman took a salvo at him and came up with only about 5 or 6K. Tester's backing up again. I'm kind of expecting to see some shells in the air from Wolfman. Yep, they're already in the air and coming in. Tester is very low, 6K and falling here, finally getting some hard cover, but he's lit on Eagle Lance's Stalingrad radar. He takes one full pin in the bow from the Vermont and managed to hang on at 3K.
Jeez.
Still no cap control.
No.
As Triarch also looking pretty rough back here, finally getting to a heel again. 9K as he moves up into the cap.
Ooh. Vermont salvo's coming in from America.
Tester
Don't
moving
do
out.
anything.
Tester moving out from cover. Is he moving?
He's trying to reverse, get behind this island
He's
here.
down to 750. There it is. They only have to get lucky with one Vermont shell, and they do.
Exactly right.
Kermit now putting a salvo down on Triarch's DM. Not getting the kind of hits that is...
Go ahead.
No, I was saying not getting the kind of hits that he wanted as he's broadside to Peyton's Vermont, who's going to hurt. Wow, surprisingly, your Montana's armor held up to that salvo.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Kermit decided instead of going farther away, he was going to move out to try to punch the Des Moines through the face.
BONKZ desperate to convert this kill on Triarch. Montana shells bouncing off of whatever they are. I saw the bounce. I don't know what they're bouncing off of.
Probably, I would guess the side armor.
They have at least managed to push Triarch back off the cap circle. That's going to allow Addy to convert the cap. So BONKZ will start picking up their first positive points. But Todd Howard's gearing getting slapped around.
Yeah, he just got clobbered. Here comes some more Montana shells.
Triarch still managing to hang on. 3K.
I saw a shell bounce off the deck armor.
I think, Zath, I think it's almost past time that Kermit should have tried his Flame Tana impression. And I'm really surprised we haven't seen it.
HE would have definitely worked.
Addy pushing up briefly. Not pushing fully around the headland. Not taking the risk. More Montana shells coming in for Triarch. All of them falling astern.
While that's happening, Triarch is continuing to heal.
Yes.
And shoot back, mind you.
And shoot back. And he's never quit shooting. Maybe he has at some point, but like still. Murica's Vermont shells now starting to come in. It's taken them forever to try and convert this kill. Vermont salvo comes up empty.
Keeps missing. Killstar is in trouble in the middle.
So what's happening is Triarch is backing up. Kermit fires his guns.
And then he pulls forward.
with his legendary mod. Is Addy's going to try and accelerate through these torpedoes. He's going to take one in the bow and then die
for free.
I don't understand that maneuver Peyton. Look at Peyton. Peyton's pushing right up behind him. He's got nowhere to go. Addy's pinched.
Got it. Brilliant play there by RESIN.
Really well executed by RESIN. I can't believe the Triarch has lived this long. Finally, Zath. They pick up the kill on Triarch's Des Moines.
Yep, so now America can try to look someplace else with his guns. Where's he going to look?
Now, we missed it, Zath. How did Killstar die?
Killstar,
His daring just bought it recently in mid. You see it?
Yep, north of B. I see him sinking. America's got torpedoes coming in. He's fine.
Nah, he's got nothing. The question is Nagato okay? Yeah, he's fine too.
Yeah. Caught up by Stalingrad radar from Eagle Lance is probably what happened to
presumably.
Radar's on cooldown. So America now showing broadside to the Stalingrad a little bit, forced to turn in. Not a good position for America.
No, Vermont salvo coming in on his broadside. It looks like he might have pulled the handbrake a little bit, turned into it some.
You mean Vermont salvo's coming from both broadsides? Because he just had Wolfman salvo a minute ago.
He's out here in between, sandwiched in between both of them because the battleships are on very, very much opposite sides of the map.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, if any of you play ranked battles and play a battleship, this is why you split your battleships at the start of the game.
I have to believe that the next salvo on the Vermont's next salvo will go into Kermit as he takes a torpedo from Todd Howard's gearing off to the north.
Yeah, Vermont takes that torpedo. Yeah.
Vermont just kind of, Todd just kind of lurking back here. Oh, wow.
Seppuku just got slapped.
Yeah, that's what I said. I knew the Vermont was going to look at him. He slaps the Vermont pretty good in return, but yikes.
Yikes. Both battleships for BONKZ now in the middle of the map.
Yeah.
Not good.
Herded into mid with the entire enemy team basically trying to murder them. Nagato trying to smoke and survive. Not failing because of Stalingrad's right there with his radar.
Yeah.
Gdansk is already out of radar. That's Nagato.
Murka did manage to turn his ship around.
He did. He's got torpedoes coming in on his port quarter here. Gonna be able
There's
to
a
turn.
convenient Vermont-sized gap, though.
There's a large Vermont-sized gap there. That's true. And that will keep him in the game for a little while longer.
Amazing.
Good hit on the Stalingrad.
Mm-hmm.
Big damage in Eagle Lance, but now Resin on both caps.
Seppuku's at under 3,000.
Look at the health advantage right now, Zath.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at
74 to 323. Gee.
like 300,000 health still on the board for Resin and barely 80k for BONKZ. Crazy.
Yep. Mad Dog, very low, but surviving. So, Kermit does manage to get his heal up. Dyer now smoking up his teammate.
Yep.
They're not giving up. BONKZ is still trying very hard. Peyton now going into the Thunderdome.
When was the last time you ever thought you'd see a Vermont in Thunderdome, Zath?
Well, yeah.
Like, ever.
Ever.
BONKZ, no cap control, way down on health. I cannot envision a scenario where they get back into this game without just some kind of insane luck. Right now, all their units north of B are dark. None of them are visible. Dyer is working on capping B.
Bryce took a gearing torpedo. So maybe if they reform and wheel right.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's... No. No. Peyton's...
Good movie, but...
Peyton has pretty much never taken his foot off the gas. Although now turning like he's going to stay in Thunderdome rather than work out of it.
I mean...
Nope, he's just trying to get a little farther north before he comes around the corner there. All right, starting to get vision now on some more of these BONKZ ships in mid. The Stalingrad radar going up from Eagle Lance. Not in time to keep them from capping B. But they're 400
Look, another convenient
points down.
Vermont-sized gap in this torpedo spread. Bye, Dyer. No, yeah. Called it.
Yep, but they're 400, well... 500 and change points down now. More torpedoes going in on Kermit. He will take one more as he pushes into his last heal.
Squarius' Des Moines is quite low. He's trying his darndest to live and pull people out.
Poor Kermit, right? He lived this whole time. The Vermont's going to come around the corner and just punch him in the face, and there's literally nothing he can do about it.
Stop, he's already dead.
Yeah, like just ouch.
Wow. Well, Battleship Nagato just sitting there saying, what else am I going to do? He's just...
I mean...
In seconds, the smoke will expire, and then...
I mean, they're gonna back to Squarius right here. There you go. Time accelerating.
Todd goes down.
Yep. Murka, Nagato, now the last two survivors of their team. Whichever one of them dies, and one of them will eventually, will end the game just because there will be 0 BONKZ points left.
Nagato detected. Oh, Payne had just fired his guns. He might score a time extent.
No, not
but
quite
we do
in
get
time.
A double death pick.
Not quite in time for the time extension, but there you go. Resin with another solid win here in game 2.
Yeah. Fantastic battle for Resin. I got to hand to him, that push around. We were both of us, so closely following what was happening.
To Triarch.
And then Addy being forced forward, we're all like, what the heck is he doing?
And then you look behind, you're like, oh, that's why.
and
At least this way he can take somebody with him, maybe.
Right, and that's how you take a ship out from an island. You have to go around both sides.
Yeah.
Brilliant execution by Resin.
Well executed. Man, Triarch, the hero Des Moines of that match, Stath. Just crazy.
The little Des Moines that could.
The little Des Moines that did. All right, well, let's throw it back and let Gaishu and BONKZ have their say, guys. We'll see you back here for game 3 shortly.
Perfect, thank you.